Hi, my name is Noman Hussain and I'm the software manager at Pickering Interfaces. Today we'll be talking about one of these LXI simulator and how easy it is to set one of these up to simulate any of the PXI and LXI Pickering products.
I would like to start off this video presentation by giving a quick overview of topics I'll be covering. In this video presentation, I'll be talking about some of the advantages of using simulation tools and why is it so important to have them when developing a test system. I would then talk about the LXI simulator tool and how easy it is to set one of these up. Then we'll use the simulated hardware and control it from a LabVIEW example program, which can help us develop and verify our application code. So, what are the advantages of using these simulation tools? Well, one of the key advantages of using simulation tools is that it provides user with instant feedback on their application development. If we look at a rapid application design model, all elements such as designing, developing, refining, demonstrating, and even testing can be carried out without the presence of real hardware. Using simulation modules can also help reduce the risk of damaging hardware during test development. This also means that you don't need multiple set of test equipment during this process, which all result in huge reduction in the cost of development and can also bring the lead times on the project down significantly. Next thing we'll look at is setting up of LXI simulator. Setting up of this simulator is pretty easy. Simply plug in the power and Ethernet cable, which could be plugged in directly to your PC, or in this case I've plugged it into my Ethernet switch. As you can see, once the simulator is up and running, you will see an IP address and the firmware version number. In order to control the LXI device, I would first install the client bridge driver. I can do that by going on to pickeringtest.info, then click on the Downloads tab, Drivers, then navigate to the System 60 LXI drivers and finally download the client bridge drivers. Pickering drivers are free to use and you don't have to fill in any of your details or information. Now I'll install the drivers. Once the drivers are installed, I will then run LXI Discovery tool. Although I already know the IP address, I always find this tool quite handy to help discover all the LXI devices on my network. As you can see, currently it's only our LXI simulator that's on the network. I'll double click on it to navigate to the web page. Now, under the simulation tab, we have menu option to choose between modular and non-modular LXI chassis. I'll click on the modular chassis, then drop down to the menu and I'll select 4-slot chassis. Now, as I want to simulate a PXI matrix switch card 40586A-001, I will then select the drop-down menu and navigate through the list of cards. Once I've found the card and uploaded it, now the chassis is ready for simulation. We can see this by going to our General Software panel, which, just like our LXI Discovery tool, was also installed as part of Client Bridge installation. And as you can see, the card is accessible and visible from the software panel. Operating simulated hardware from LabVIEW. Now let's go back to our Pickering download site and click on the downloads. But this time, I'll click on the Example Software tab. This opens a library of example software Pickering provides with an easy-to-use search menu. Here I'll type LabVIEW and it narrows down all the example programs associated with LabVIEW, and then I'll simply click on a simple example program and download it. There are various example programs provided here with multiple programming languages. Now let's run our LabVIEW example program. I would need to modify the IP address and bus and device to match the address of my simulated hardware. If we then go to the block diagram, you can see Pickering LabVIEW wrappers is used to create these examples. These libraries also get installed as part of client-bridge installation and can be easily accessed from the instrument palette. In this example, I am connecting the simulated chassis using the PXI connect function, then using the open card, getting its ID, then staying in the card operation loop until the program is stopped. Now let's run the program. Here, as you can see, as I'm operating different cross points in my application, I'm also getting a real-time feedback from my software panel, thus providing the information of what test points are connected from my application, but without the presence of having actual hardware. On the simulator itself, there is also a very cool feature which can be used for debugging. If I go onto its web page and then under the debug panel, click apply here, it now converts the IP address section into an 8x8 matrix representing the switches I've closed. Thank you for watching. For more information, please visit our website at pickeringtest.com/software. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to send me an email on my email address just like. Thank you.